Okay, well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo. I apologize for being 30 minutes late. Things out of my control. Really don't want to go into it here, but welcome to the June 20th, 2026 Vinyltreasure show. It's the 1950s 1950s show for the mostly early things. Although we're going up to 1957. If I can't get them all in, okay, folks, if it gets too late, I'll pick it up for tomorrow because we'll pick it up. I got a couple records in 57 anyway for tomorrow night's show. But we are live on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. Got all your requests, a few bonus tracks. I got some comparisons of some records as requested by some of the listeners. We got a tribute record, mostly though tomorrow for the tribute. But anyway, but the rest are your requests. And we opened up tonight with, we'll send it out to Aunt D again, an artist that she wanted Johnny G to feature here on the program. I did last week with an opener. We opened up tonight also again with Tiny Grimes and his Rockin' Highlanders, this time on Bobby Robinson's Red Robin record label, okay, from December of 1953. It was called Second Floor Rear is what it was called. And anyway, he was out of Newport News, Virginia. And last week we played what? Flying Saucer Boogie on Gotham we did. And I have another one too, but I think I played it not too long ago, so I'm going to hold off on that one. But this was his fourth release on Red Robin Records. I think the flip side of this was a thing called Juicy Fruit, which is pretty good also. But there you go. Going out to Aunt D, December 53, Tiny Grimes and his Rockin' Highlanders, Second Floor Rear on the Red Robin label, one of the thousands of labels that your host, Johnny G, collects. I want to thank everybody for your correspondence during the week. Thank you all. If I missed anybody in the chat room, I apologize for that, as I try to say hello to everyone here. If I see you later on, if you were in the chat room, I'll say hello to you. I see anyway, but again, so anyway, I picked this song to start off the vocal portion for tonight because I like this record a lot out of California. And okay, this is on the Aladdin subsidiary, Lamp Records. Eddie and Leo Mesner's kind of like I think it was a new talent label that they had. I got to switch to, hold on, Big Dave. I won't be able to see him. He's live. Now I'm on the live chat. But anyway, so this was on Eddie and Leo Mesner's Lamp label, kind of a cool thing. They had Aladdin, and this was Lamp Records. And this group, though, was out of South Los Angeles. Now, they cut four sides for Aladdin Records. They were at the Master Recorders in Los Angeles, California, on September 25th of 1956, and they cut four sides that came out on two singles that they had. And this is their first release. Okay, written by the lead singer of the group. His name was Leonard Wayne Bunn. So we open up tonight from October 56, The Tan Tones. The Tan Tones on Lamp Records. And the song is called I Love You. Really, I Do. Here are The Tan Tones.
I love you, I love you, I love you, my darling. I love you, oh my darling, really I do. I want you to be my baby. I want you, oh my darling, really I do. I love you in the morning and in the evening too. Baby, I love you. Why? Baby, if you love me the way I love you, I swear we'll never part. and in the evening too. Baby, if you love me, I swear, sweetheart, we're never. I love you, my darling. I love you, oh my darling, really I do.
Okay, there you go. Big Dave, you expecting a Louisville record. What did you say? What did you say? Oh, no, that... You know, my listeners are very observant. I can't hide anything from my listeners. You're looking at all my little things around here, the studio here. Is what you're doing here. But anyway, there you go. I like that record. I think that's a pretty cool 45. I do. Those are the Tantones there. October 1956. That's on the Lamp record label. That is with Leonard Wayne Bunn on lead. I Love You, Really I Do is the name of the tune. Want to say hello. I had some part of the reason why I was a little late. Well, I guess I had we had some well, you know, it's Father's Day. Tomorrow's Father's Day, so it's kind of like it's a Father's Day weekend, as it would have been as it was a Mother's Day weekend. So I have 4 other siblings that that they'll come here at the house, and they'll come in and see my father, and they had dinner here tonight. So tonight we had, my sister Tony was here, my brother Michael and his lovely wife Jill, and my nephew Mason was here, my sister Lori and her husband Terrence. They were here tonight. So my mother made a nice dinner here. So I had it cold though. I was rushing it down, and she felt sorry for me. I says, "Don't worry, I'll just munch it down and come back up." But tomorrow is round number 2 for my other sibling in Long Island is coming up. But anyway. But they're downstairs. Save my cheese. I was going to have a piece of cheesecake, though, so save that for me anyway. But let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure show. Let's, we count down the music chronologically here on the program. So I kind of show you how the music evolved, okay, through the years. And this one, although, let's see. This song... This is a request for listener Tim Doyle in Altoona, Pennsylvania. This singer, born on April 22nd of 1919 in Cleveland, Ohio, vocalist, saxophonist, violinist, and clarinet. And also, he also played the clarinet too, which is pretty cool. And his real name, Benjamin Clarence Jackson. Okay, now he would join the Lucky Millinder band in 1943, who gave him his nickname, actually for his looks, because they said, you look like a bull moose. So they ended up calling him Bull Moose Jackson. He would sign a contract with Sid Nathan in 1945 with releases, I think, first on the Queen label originally, and then the label would become King Records. And I think this was his first on the King label, okay? And this first released back in 1947, in October of 47, on a 78. But just like a lot of the other record companies, they were re-releasing a lot of their things later on 45. So I think in 1951 they put this out. And that's the copy I have. I remember I bought this from Mike Demersion. He charged me $30 for this 45. Okay, tune written by Henry Glover and Sally Nix. This charted number 98 on the 98 on Billboard, Charlene? Really? Was number 10 R&B hit for him from 1951. Let's give a listen to Bull Moose Jackson and his Buffalo Bearcats on Sid Nathan's King record label. This is going out to Tim Doyle in Altoona, Pennsylvania. It's called I Love You, Yes I Do. Here you go, Tim, for you, Bull Moose Jackson.
I want you, yes I do. I know you know it's true from the way I looked at you. You love me, yes you do. You need me, I need you. That's why I'm never blue since I first laid eyes on you. I guess you knew it from the start, from the day you took my heart. You're the one girl I'll always admire. Darling, you're my guiding star. I must be wherever you are. You set my world on fire. I miss you, yes I do. Must hug you, kiss you too. I'm yours my whole life through. I love you, yes I do. I love you, yes I do.
Sorry we were so rudely interrupted there by my brother Michael and his son Mason. And they brought me up some coffee and that big piece of cake after I lose 7 pounds. They're bringing me up cake there. But anyway, there you go. That's a cool tune. I think that's a cool tune. Thank you for requesting that, Tim Doyle in Altoona, Pennsylvania. So Charlene, we should have put the date there. That wasn't really a 19. So I guess on the re-release it came out. Was the number 10 from the 1947 R&B chart? I don't know. I would guess yes. But there you go on Sid Nathan's King record label. Bull Moose Jackson and his Buffalo Bearcats, originally from October 1947, called I Love You, Yes I Do on King Records. I don't know if I could eat that. If I eat that cake, it's going to interfere with my speaking. And I just had my nose done. Not a nose job. Well, I had something that needed to be cauterized there. He saw it right away. So that was the reason. It was interesting because he said, even if your blood pressure goes up, think of it as like, well, he called it like a spigot. But I said, you mean like a volcano that would explode? And he says, yes, a volcano that would explode. And it explodes in your nose when it fills up. It was a blood vessel that was exposed, and it was never healing. It would heal for a little bit, but once it got to a certain point, then it would just do what it did. But anyway, so it's bothering me a little bit, folks, so you have to excuse it. So anyway, but there you go. That's a cool tune here. Let us continue here, and let's move to 1952 now. And let's fill a request for Chris Reed. Thank you, Chris, for your email. I quickly scanned it, okay, and you had some new requests on there, but I found an old request for you, and you requested this group out of Los Angeles, California. They would sign with Sid Nathan's, you heard, King Records. Well, here is the Federal label now, and they had 2 releases on the Federal record label. This was their first. Okay, and it features Ellison White on lead. It's from May of 1952. Let's give a listen to the 4 Jacks. The 4 Jacks on the Gold Top Federal, and the song is called Goodbye Baby. This is for Chris Reed. Here you go, Chris, for you, the 4 Jacks.
Goodbye, baby. Bye, baby. Daddy's got to go. Goodbye, baby. Goodbye, baby. Goodbye, baby. Daddy's got to go. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. and I'm going to stay. Since you've done me so wrong, I'll be on my merry way. Well, baby, I wonder how I could be so blind. Yes, I really wonder how I could be so blind. You did me so bad, you like drove me out of my mind. Out of my mind. Took love for a plaything, you broke every rule. You got me drinking black coffee and I'm nervous as a fool. You shouldn't ought have done it, pretty baby, don't you know? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pack my bags, get far away from you. Well, I'm going to the station, I'm going to the track, I'm gonna catch that train and I ain't coming back. Warm as a heater when I had my goal, but the money ran out and your love turned cold. You're gonna miss me, baby, when I'm gone. Ain't no use to cry. There's nothing I can do but smile and say goodbye.
Goodbye, baby.
Bye-bye, baby.
Daddy's got to go.
Bye, baby.
Goodbye, baby.
Bye, baby.
Daddy's got to go.
Bye, baby.
Bye, bye, baby.
Bye, baby.
Bye, 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 baby.
Bye, baby.
Daddy's got to go.
Bye, baby.
Bye, bye, baby.
Bye, baby.
Daddy's got to go.
Bye, bye.
Bye, bye, baby.
Bye, baby.
Bye, bye, baby.
Bye, baby.
Daddy's got to go.
Bye, baby.
Bye,
Bye, baby.
Okay, there you go. Great sound there of the Four Jacks on the Federal record label. Sid Nathan, I mean, really, you can do a number of shows just on Federal Records. Forget about King and Deluxe. So many great records on Sid Nathan's labels there, really, for many, many, many years as that group, the Four Jacks. That's the bass on lead, Ellison White, May 1952. Goodbye Baby is the name of the tune. Of course, this group also backed up a number of acts on the label. Also, Lil Greenwood, Little Willie Littlefield, Shirley Haven. I have that 45 also, and Cora Williams. So you should really seek out those 45s if you can find them, because a lot of these things are not that easy to find really on a 45. But anyway, Johnny G here on a Saturday. I am your disc jockey here for the 1950s edition. We're on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing. We are heading toward 5,000 subscribers. That's what we want to do. We picked up quite a few last week. We continue to pick up subscribers here to the program. I want to thank everybody for that. If you want to get a request here on the show or the shows, you can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the best way to do it. Don't shout it out in the chat room. Okay, because sometimes sometimes she's working on the data file while we're doing the show, and it's sometimes hard for me. I miss half the things. If I miss saying hello to you, I apologize, okay, because I'm multitasking here. You might be able to time it right from what if you see when I announce the record, give it a few seconds because you're a little bit on delay. I don't know how much on delay, maybe about 15 or 20 seconds delay. And then I'll be able to see it, so I'll be able to go there. I have like 2 minutes to answer whatever, but that's how you can work it. I know a lot of people that go into live chats know the deal anyway. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. Got to say hello to Karen. We're going to talk about Karen after the record plays, as we go to Washington, D.C. for this great group. Had 4 releases on the RCA record label. They should have had more, and they should have had some big R&B hits, but it was unfortunate they did not. But this was their 4th and final release for the RCA record folks, and it features Robert Evans on lead. Let's go to July of 1952 for RCA Records, The Heartbreakers. The Heartbreakers, a great group, and the song is called There Is Time, and this is for Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, Karen, for you. Well, there you go. This group, the Heartbreakers, so loved on Johnny G's show. I can't tell you how many times I play their records here on the program. I can tell you, Charlene can tell you how many Heartbreakers songs I've played. I played them all, okay, multiple times over the years, but they are great to listen to there. Robert Evans on lead from July 52. Those are the Heartbreakers on RCA, their fourth release, There Is Time. And both sides of their records are great, always great. And the group would break up in early 1953. Now, two went on to join the Griffins that recorded for the Mercury label, and the others went to the Tops that recorded for Red Robin. And there you go. A great group all around and a great bunch of singers. And that is a great request. They like that when they're in the chat room, Karen Efron. And speaking of Karen Efron, she will be a guest on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. That is with Frank Gingaro and Gordon Skadberg. That will be coming up next week, next Sunday, June 28th. I think, Karen, you said is it Connecticut groups? I think you said you were going to be presenting. I thought it was Connecticut groups. I don't know if that's still the case, but please, you need to tune in to Karen Efron on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. That's on WRHU FM 88.7 on your dial. That's out of Hofstra University, or on the internet, it's WRHU.org. That's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and broadcasting out of the college there. It's a live show for not Father's Day, but the 28th. It'll be next Sunday. So you have to tune in to Karen Efron and her guest appearance there. And she brings real records to the program to play, as she will be here in September. Let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure show for a Saturday evening. And here's a bonus track that I picked. I saw this in the box. When I had this record for the very first time, I found a trashed I mean, it was trashed. It was up in Stormville, New York. I went to that airport up there. I used to go there quite a bit on like a 3-day weekend. So like the 4th of July, like the 4th of July weekend where you're off on a Monday or whatever, they would have these 2-day flea market there, and people would go early, and I would go early to go walking around, and I would see what some of these, and they were selling, antiques and whatnot. So they had some great R&B and vocal groups, but they were all trashed, and they were 15 cents a piece. So my first copy of this is trashed. I ended up with a 78 of it that it was not taken care of, but I eventually got a really nice copy from the late Spence Wooten, and because he would bring me some Aladdin stuff. I said, you find any stuff on Aladdin, show me, because I need to upgrade some of my stuff, and that's where I got this one from. But I like this song a lot, and it's the debut single for the Sweethearts of the Blues, they were known as, and they were Shirley Goodman and Leonard Lee. Of course, they recorded as Shirley and Lee, and they recorded this at the J&M Studios in New Orleans on June 24th, 1952, and with Dave Bartholomew and his orchestra, who co-wrote this tune with the male singer here, Leonard Lee. And this was their first of 20 on the Aladdin record label. This is from October 1952, a bonus track by Johnny G, Shirley and Lee on Aladdin, and the song is called I'm Gone. Here you go, Shirley and Lee.
Sometime, 'cause your love is mine. Ooh, baby, my heart seems to ache and cry. Why did you tell me all those evil lies? I just had to say goodbye. I'm gone. Seems as though you've gone far away. I can't sleep both night or day. Please come back and stay. Ooh, baby, I'll give you one more chance. Only 'cause I need your romance. 'Cause your love is mine. 'Cause your love is mine. 'Cause your love is mine. 'Cause your love is mine.
Okay, there you go. Duets here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That is a bonus track there, as done by Shirley and Lee. That is Shirley Goodman, and that is Leonard Lee. That was their first release for the Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin Records from October 1952. I'm Gone is the name of the tune. Johnny G's going to be gone about, but somewhere between 12 midnight and 12:30. Well, I don't know. Maybe I might. Well, it's not going to be more than 3.5 hours here on the program. Just look at it that way. I apologize for being late, folks. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's worth the wait. Maybe, hopefully it was worth the wait. But anyway, let us continue here. And let's fill a request now for Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. And this is the biggest hit for this group from the Washington Heights section of New York. Now, it's their second of three on Bobby Robinson's Red Robin label, and this one features Charles Sampson on lead. Now, what I'm going to do here, though, is we're going to play this original release here from November of 1953, and then we're going to move up to 1960 as we compare this to a cover version of this tune, or a version that came out in 1960 by an artist born Melvin Moore in Houston, Texas. And he would, as an infant, he would acquire his stepfather's name, Braxton, and he started singing as a member of the Dots on the Caddy label. Okay, of course, they backed up 3 males and a female. Her name was Jeanette Baker. And let's see. So at Caddy Records, it was label owner Dick Huggy Boy Hug that recommended he go solo. Okay, first I think with releases on the Caddy label, which I do have in the collection. I saw them in there. Never played them here on the program, though. But also recorded for Aladdin, Specialty, and some other labels, too. But this is from 1960, and he also recorded the same song, and he's being backed up by Richard Berry and his Sparrows. And this is on Dick Huggy Boy Hug's Canton label, okay? And, of course, this originally done by this group called The Velvets. That's a request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro, so we'll play them back to back. First, November 53, then 1960. So here are The Velvets on Red Robin, and their tune is called, it's one letter. It's called I. Here you go, Frank and Jerry, for you.
I want you so, more than you know. Need you more than you know. More than you know. Please come back to me. Won't you hear my plea? Hurry back to me. Are you angry at me, darling? You know I love you so. Are
I want you so, more than you know. Need you more than you know. More than you know. Please come back to me. Won't you please hear my plea? Hurry back to me. Back to me. Are you angry? Are you angry? Oh, please. Are you sad? Darling, you know I love you. Are you angry? Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you sad? You know I love you so. I love you so. More than you know. Need you more than you know. I love you so. More than you know. I love you so.
Okay, folks, there you go. Now remember, Geronimo, that's like 1960. Okay, that's 1960. That's that. The other one was 1953. So there's a lot of things happened in 7 years in music. Okay, so I just decided to give you a little bit of a contrast there. I do it a couple times later. I think tomorrow also. And tonight's show. But there you go. Up first was the Velvets, the original version from November 1953, the second of three for the Velvets on Red Robin, Bobby Robinson's Red Robin label. I was the name of the tune, and that was with Charles Sampson on lead. And then we followed it up with Johnny Flamingo. Okay, Johnny Flamingo's version from 1960 on the Canton label. That was Joel Scherzer's copy. Could be a little bit better, but it plays okay, I guess. But anyway, so though the Velvets there going out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro. Now Frank, of course, is one of the co-hosts along with Gordon Skagberg of the R&B Serenade. Of course, Karen will be on the 28th. Tomorrow is Father's Day, so they will have a rerun of one of their shows will be on tomorrow. But you can still listen if you missed it. Okay, you can tune in from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on WRHU.org. That is on the internet. Or you can tune in on WRHU FM 88.7 on your dial to listen to the Rhythm and Blues Serenade with Frank Shingaro and Gordon Skagberg. And I think they are the longest running show playing this music, original 45s and 78s. And they play this type of music here, so you should tune into that. And they take requests also. There you go, Frank. As we continue here, Johnny G, I'm not teasing you. That is my sister-in-law brought that cake here. And I hope they save some for me. Well, I probably put on all my 7 pounds that I lost with just eating half the cake. But anyway, so, and my coffee, Ma, you did the coffee okay. You did it right. My mother knows what I put in my coffee and how much half and half I need and a little bit of sugar. Well, I'm trying to do less on the sugar. But anyway, let us continue here. Here's a bonus track that Johnny G picked. I hope you approve, Tony Barcia, in our chat room, of this next record. Okay, as we go to Detroit, Michigan now. Of course, this group initially recorded as the Musketeers on the Roxy label. I thought I had that 78. I do not. And Tony, maybe you had that 78 at one time. But also recorded for Swing Time Records and as the Royals on the Venus label. Now, I have that on a 45 and a 78, a nice 78 of that. And later on, they would just be known, or they would record as the Royal Jokers, I should say. But prior to all that, they were known as the Serenaders. They had releases on the Coral label, on JVB, and on Swing Time. And this 45, okay, that I'm playing on Sid Nathan's Deluxe label. And Greg Surik sold me this one. This was another one of those back trunk deals in the front of the building. He used to do that quite often with me. But this one came out in November of 1953. It's on Deluxe. It features Noah Howell on lead. From 53, here are the Serenaders, a bonus track. It's called Baby. Here you go. The Serenaders on Deluxe. Okay, there you go. So Tony Barcia does approve of that tune. That's not an easy record to find, folks, at all. I wonder if that comes on a Flexi 7. Is that on a Flexi 78? That would be cool if it was. But there you go. Those are the Serenaders there. Serenaders from November 53 on Sid Nathan's Deluxe Records. Noah Howell, he's on lead there. The song is called Baby. Great two-sided 45, too. They also have some, of course, as the Royal Jokers, they have some great records on the Atco label. And also records on High Q and Fortune, okay, and Metro and Keldon. I think even later on in Big Top Records, too. I think they're the same group. Anyway, Johnny G here on a Saturday eating... little by little, I'm eating that cheesecake there, so I'll finish it soon. As they brought that from my father. He was good today. He played checkers with Michael, but Michael ended up beating him. My brother, my youngest brother, always wanted to beat me at at board games, okay? Because I was the oldest brother, and they were like striving to beat me on these games. And you should have saw him when he finally beat me at one of the games. He was like jumping up and down and taunting me. He would have got a penalty for that, but they couldn't beat their older brother for a long time. Michael, we should do that again. We should do the card game again on a holiday. See what happens there. Anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure show, and let's fill a request for Ed Brown. Just entered into the chat room. Ed, your timing is impeccable for tonight's show, because I was late. I was late a half hour. So this kind of worked out well for you. He requested this blues guitarist, singer, songwriter from Greenwood, Mississippi. His real name, Eddie Guitar Slim Jones. Okay, first recording on the JB label out of Nashville, Tennessee. But Ed requested his, what is this? He had 8 releases on Art Roop's specialty record label. This was his second, okay, and this was recorded in New Orleans, a song he wrote. Now, the musicians at this session were Eddie Guitar Slim, which is him, Eddie Guitar Slim on guitar and lead vocals, Lloyd Lambert on bass, Oscar Moore on drums, Frank Mitchell on trumpet, Gus Fontanet on alto sax, and Charles Burbank and Joe Tillman on tenor saxes. And Ray Charles on piano. That's interesting. Okay, so this is from April of 1954, and this is by request for Ed Brown in our YouTube chat room. We got the blues here. I got a rare blues record coming up, too. I think the last record in the 1954 block. I was surprised that I had it down in the no humidity basement. I was kind of shocked because I didn't pay a lot of money for it, but I think it goes for $1. Anyway, but here is Guitar Slim and his band on Specialty Records from April 54 for Ed Brown. It's called The Story of My Life. Here you go, Ed, for you.
If my mother hadn't died, Lord, and my father left his child at home, if my mother hadn't died, Lord, and my father left his child at home, maybe my life wouldn't have been so miserable, baby. Lord, and I wouldn't be so all alone. I was born in Alabama, Lord, and I was raised up in Tennessee. I was born in Alabama, Lord, and I was raised up in Tennessee. But no matter where I travel, someone have always tried to hurt poor me. Well, I'd rather be lying dead, sleeping way down in my grave. Lord, and live on in this sorrow, well, and misery every day.
Okay, we got the blues here on the Vinyltreasure show. I don't mind featuring blues, rhythm and blues here on the program because I collect it. I have lots of it in the label runs that I do, although I was surprised I had that thing on feature because usually, but again, I must have got it. If I can find the records cheap, if I can find things outside, well, it's not, I don't want to call it outside my element because I do like the blues here. It's harmonica blues that you're going to hear later. But there you go. That one there going out to Ed Brown in our YouTube chat room, April 1954. These are your early requests, Ed. And I like some of my guests, they give them to me by year, which is pretty cool. Frank did that too. Okay, did it by year. And what I do is when I get, although if I haven't played them here at all, I'll just go down. I'll just pick them down. But if some of you give me multiple records, I'll pick the one that I haven't played that's been the longest that I've featured it here on the program. So if it's something from like 2000 or something or 2010, I'll play it first here. So if you see me that I don't follow you exactly, that's the reason why. Those of you that are paying attention, I should say. But anyway, that's a cool tune there. Mr. Guitar Slim and his band, April 54. That's his second of 8. On the specialty label, The Story of My Life is the name of the tune. Well, you know my story. It's records, records, records. I'm passionate about music, okay, and many of you do know that, and I really got to thank you all for your kind emails in what I am doing with the preservation of this music, because it is a labor of love of Johnny G, and I just hope you enjoy the show and how I present it and whatnot. It's like different. It's more of a personable thing because you can see me and I talk to you. So I'm talking to you as you play the record, each one of you that email me or make a request here. So, and then everybody else chimes in. So anyway, so thank you all for doing that, and thank you all for subscribing to grow this channel. Share this with others who you think might like this music. I know many of you have. Let us continue here. I used to play this record when it was Kentucky Derby Day. Haven't done it in a number of years, but it is a request for listener Paul from Scenic Uptown Cohoes. Okay, Paul, here is your request. Okay, and before Thurston Harris went on his solo career recording for the Aladdin record label, okay, had a big hit in 1957 with Little Bitty Pretty One. I know you know that one. He was a member of this group called the Lamplighters. Okay, they recorded 13 for Sid Nathan's Federal record label. This is the group's 6th release on the Federal label, and it features Thurston Harris on lead, and he also wrote the tune. Let's go to May of 1954. This is for Paul from Scenic Uptown Cohoes. Here are the Lamplighters on Federal. It's called Ride, Jockey, Ride. Here you go, Paul, for you. Whoops, wrong one, Johnny.
Ride, 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 a little jockey. Ride, 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 a little jockey. Ride, ride,
Wanna tell you the ladies what a good doing jockey can do.
Come on, jockey, jockey, right on.
Wanna tell you the ladies what a good doing jockey can do.
Come on, jockey, jockey, right on.
He can thrill your very soul through and through.
Jockey, jockey, right on.
Well, I'm a good riding jockey, and that's about all I'm worth.
Come on, jockey, jockey,
Hey,
right on.
hey, I'm a good riding jockey, and that's about all I'm worth.
Come on, jockey, jockey, right on.
Gonna lay it to the one, the best riding jockey on earth.
Jockey, jockey, right on.
Hey, hey, got a good loving baby, she gives me my loving free.
Come on, jockey, jockey, right on.
It's an awful shame when she puts that thing on
Come
me.
on, jockey, jockey, right on.
Okay, for all you jockeys out there or horse lovers, I had to clean some 45s, and they had the I have Me TV on when I was cleaning the records downstairs. It was just before everybody got here, and they had an episode of the Three Stooges on, the one where they had the restaurant, and I think that these two guys walk into the restaurant, and they said he has a horse that he wants to get rid of. And the guys didn't want to be in the restaurant business, so they switched the horse, and they gave the horse like chili peppers to run in the race, and he won the race. Well, that's appropriate for today. There you go. That one there going out to Paul from Scenic Uptown Co-host, May 1954. That's Thurston Harris on lead with the Lamplighters on Federal Records. Ride, Jockey, Ride is the name of the tune, and that was their 6th of 13. Now, when Thurston Harris would eventually leave the group, he would be replaced by a great lead singer. His name is Carl White. Okay, he would come in and take his place, and of course he was sang with lots of different groups like the Sharps, another great group there with Carl White on lead. Johnny G here on a Saturday. If you like what you hear, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyltreasure show. It's the second show of the week, okay? But we're going to have 4 shows next week. We're going to talk about it real soon because right after this record, I have a request for Bill O. But anyway, I'll be back tomorrow evening beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to continue with this show. We'll stop sometime in 1957, pick it up tomorrow, but we are in the 1954 block. Let's fill a request now for listener Mike Sape in Connecticut. Wants to send this tune out to Frank Gingaro, Karen Efron, and Joe Shacatano. This group hails from Atlanta, Georgia. They had 4 releases on Sid Nathan's Deluxe record label. Let's give a listen to their second of 4. It features Eddie Harris on lead. This a tune written by Eunice Davis and Loman Pauling and Sherman Williams from June of 1954. Here are the Blue Dots. The Blue Dots on Deluxe. And this is going out to Karen, Joe, and Frank, as requested by Mike Sape. It's called Street of Sorrow. Here are the Blue Dots.
Oh, the Lord lonesome for the one I can't forget. There'll be no pleasure in my living if she's not found. I feel so low and real neglected, 'cause my baby's not around. The sad long streets of sorrow, crowded with all lonely souls, and with even so much company, I'm lonesome and I'm lost all alone. This street of sorrow, home of the Lord. Somewhere on it, I may find my baby, and I'll be glad I paid the cost. The sad long streets of sorrow, crowded for lonely souls, and with even so much company, I'm lonesome and I'm lost all alone. This street of sorrow, home of the Lord. Somewhere on it, I may find my baby, and I'll be glad I paid the cost.
Okay, there you go. That one there by request for Mike Sape in our YouTube chat room there. And sending that one out to Karen Efron, Joe Shacatano, and Frank Gingaro. Those are the Blue Dots. The Blue Dots there, what did I say that was? That was their second of 4 for Sid Nathan's Deluxe Records. From June 54. Street of Sorrow is the name of the tune. That's Eddie Harris on lead with that group. Now, Eddie Harris would go on to join the Checkers that recorded for King Records, and this Blue Dots group would have another release in 57, I think, on Ace Records, okay, as Edward Harris and the Blue Dots, in 1956 on NRC. That's Bill Lowry's label, I think. Anyway, Johnny G here on a Saturday. We continue here, and let's fill a request for listener Bill Olben, New Jersey. Now, he will be my special guest this coming Thursday, June 25th, a Thursday afternoon show beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Bill O will be my in-studio guest with his R&B / soul harmony / girl group sound, bringing 45s out of his collection here for that show. And 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time special guest collector Bill Olb returns to the Vinyltreasure show to present the 1960s era artists with many rhythm and blues and soul harmony vocal groups, along with girl group sounds too. This show is only available on YouTube, streaming live. Of course, it will be available on the archive if you miss it. I know some of you are working, so that is fine. Thank God. Well, I'm kind of working, but here in the house I am. But I'm so glad I don't have to drive into the office anymore. I did it for so many years, since 1980. Anyway, but he will be here. So if you enjoy his presentations, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's YouTube channel and click the like button, okay? And tune in for Bill. There's an icon there. You can click it, and it'll remind you when we're live. So anyway, please stay tuned for that. That's next Thursday right here in the afternoon on the Vinyltreasure show. So Here is filling a request for Bill Olb. Okay, now this is a B-side here. It was interesting. Of course, you know this gal. Okay, Ruth Weston from Portsmouth, Virginia. But she would sign with Atlantic in 1949. Bill requested her last week, too. Okay, but this is her 30th release, maybe, I think, on the label. Now, this record originally released in July of 1957, and the A-side was a hit for her. Okay, was a hit. It was called Lucky Lips, and I was looking at this when I pulled the record out. I normally don't see many 1950s styrene records, but this must have been such a big hit for Ruth Brown that they had to contract with Columbia Records to press them up too, because this is a nice mint styrene press. Now, I was kind of debating because this has a little bit more of a different sound than the vinyl 45. This is the, I guess, I don't know, we'll call it the East Coast press. But I have actually 2 copies of the other one's not that great. But, and I found it here in New York, the other one, in somebody's collection that used to listen to Alan Freed. But this is a nice copy. But Lucky Lips was the big hit side, which we're going to play next week for Bill. But this week we're going to play the flip side, which was recorded in 1954, okay? And I couldn't find, my Atlantic book is downstairs, or I would have gotten you a little bit more detail on this, exactly when in New York she recorded this, if there was any, because there's a group on here. I don't know, maybe they're the Rhythm Makers. I don't know, maybe they're the Drifters. It might have been, Bill, did we say it was the Drifters? You can email me if that's the case, because Charlene doesn't know. But anyway, so let's give it a spin. But they're definitely backing her up on this from released in January of 57, but recorded in August of 1954. Here is Ruth Brown on the Atlantic label, going out to Bill Olb in New Jersey. It's called My Heart is Breaking Over You. Here you go, Bill, for you.
Baby, I can't help but cry since the day you said goodbye. I'm so blue, what can I do? 'Cause my heart is breaking over you. Nights are long since you've been gone. Can't you see you did me wrong? I can't sleep, you know it's true. 'Cause my heart is breaking over you. Pity, pity is what I need. So won't you hear my plea? Save me, set me free. And in my misery, baby, I can't stand this pain. I'm about to go insane. I'm so sad and lonely too. 'Cause my heart is breaking over you.
Oh, pity, pity is what I need.
Baby, I can't stand this pain. I'm about to go insane. I'm so sad and lonely too. 'Cause my heart is breaking over you.
That's a great sound there. You know, Bill strives to send Johnny G requests that rarely get played on any of the radio shows. So I've never played that before. A great record. I've heard it before because I hear just think about it. For all the records that Johnny G has collected, well, let's put it this way, not all 200,000. I wouldn't have enough time to do that. But every record that I have cleaned with my spin clean machine, cleaned and played here on, or put in, filed away in my collection, I've heard the A and B side all the way through, how bad it would be. So right off the bat, Larry, I listened to the record right away. No questions asked, as did my Aunt Mary do that also. But anyway, there you go. That is a great tune there. I like that record a lot. That is Ruth Brown there and a group. I don't know, Bill, if we discussed if that was the Drifters or not, or just the Rhythm Makers or the Q's, but it was whoever it was. They were great there. January 57 release, of course, recorded in August of 54. Ruth Brown on Atlantic, My Heart is Breaking Over You is the name of the tune. Let's continue here. Johnny G added this bonus blues record, actually harmonica blues on this. I think this record lists for a lot. Daryl Letts or somebody check it out to see what this record goes for. I don't know. This blues harmonica player, born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, his name was Cleveland White, okay, but he recorded as Schoolboy Cleve, okay, and I don't know if this is, with Charlene, he might have had earlier releases than this, okay? So you have to check the 78s for this. So I don't want to say if this is his, I don't want to say it's his debut single, because we have to check the 78s on this, okay? But this is on the Feature label, Feature, Feature Records out of Crowley, Louisiana. And supposedly he's being backed up by Lightning Slim on guitar, okay? And also played harmonica on records when Lightning Slim recorded, so they're kind of reciprocating there. And this is from 1954. This is Schoolboy Cleve on the Feature label. It's called She's Gone. Here you go, a bonus track, harmonica blues here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Okay, harmonica blues here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there from 1954. His name is Schoolboy Cleve. Schoolboy Cleve on the Feature label. out of Crowley, Louisiana. It's called She's Gone is the name of the tune. Johnny G ain't gone, although I'm here a little bit later than normal. But let us continue here. Let's go to Philadelphia now and fill a request for listener Paul Michel. Actually, a recommendation by Paul, and Johnny G is always open to record comparisons here on the program. Edmund gave me one today also, by the way. We're going to do that at the end of the show, though. But we're going to compare a record to this, August 55 release. We're moving into 1955. This is the only release for this group on Ivan Ballin's Gotham label, and this group included Charles Jones, Donald Langston. The group included Charles Jones and Donald Langston, who wrote this tune. The other members were Donald Lee, Carlton Prater, and the lead singer on this, Vernon Fussell. Collectively, they were known as the Gazelles, okay? And this came out in August of 55, okay, on Gotham, and it's called Honest. And so then Paul asked me, well, it's kind of cool, Paul, that you're asking me ahead of time if I have the records before you do this, which you probably should do, because I don't have everything. I have a lot of things. But I did have the comparison record. So then we're going to compare it to a record that never came out. I think, though, it came out, Charlene, when was this issued? February 2003. I think it was Val Shively who put this out on the Rico Art label. Big Dave Swinger, you may know better than me, okay? But we're going to compare it to a record by another group out of Philadelphia. They recorded for Unart Records back in 1958, okay? They were known as the Dell Knights, okay? But evidently they recorded this for, and I guess they did, really, for Emil Corson's Rico Art label or studio out of Philadelphia. Now, the members of this group were Arthur Harden, Warren Sherrill, Eddie Edgehill, and Jerry Abel, and Frank Washington. And this features Warren Sherrill on lead. So it is not the same song, but it is the same song. It's just titled differently, and it was released in 2003, probably recorded in 1958, as requested by Paul Michel. Up first, going to play them consecutively. Now remember, you're going from 1955 to 1958, and probably master tapes that sound really well from the grainy Gotham presses. But up first, from August 55, here are the Gazelles on Gotham with Honest, and then we're going to follow it up with the Dell Knights on Rico Art from 2003, issued in 2003, recorded in 58, called Madly, okay, as requested by Paul Michel. Here you go, Paul, for you. Well, that sounds pretty good if that's supposed to be a demo there. They sound like they practiced well for that one there. That's a cool sound. I like that record. I do. There you go. Those are the Dell Knights. The Dell Knights recorded probably sometime in 1958 at Rico Art Studios, whatever. Put out by Val Shively, song entitled Madly, but it really is the song you heard prior, as done by the Gazelles, August 1955. The Gazelles on the Gotham label out of Philadelphia. Honest, both two Philadelphia groups there doing that. Very cool tunes. Johnny G comparing some records tonight. We're not done yet either. Going to do that tomorrow night also. Let us continue here for a Saturday evening. Hope you're digging on the tunes here. If you are, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's YouTube page and tell your friends about it. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you're hearing. We're going to fill a request for listener Gary Spring in Canada. Thank you, Gary, for requesting this tune. Now, this record this isn't her original copy because I can't play it because it's not in great shape. But my aunt bought this record back in the fall of 1955, and this was a special record for me because this started me on my collecting journey. When Johnny G I said I was going to buy records. Well, my first label was going to be Rama Records because I used to love to see the clouds around the Rama logo spin around the turntable in her, I think she had a 55 RCA stereo console with a drawer that would slide out. And it had like a I think it was like a brownish velvet matting on the turntable, but she didn't have the adapter, so she had to use those metal inserts is what she used. And these Ramas are pretty durable, okay, to take those metal inserts. You just have to know how to put one down and one up. That's what made it so difficult. But anyway, this is fond memories of my Aunt Mary, I have to say. Thank you, Gary, for requesting this. And my favorite song by this group out of Harlem, New York. Okay, I featured their High Weiss release, was it last week or the week before? We played both sides, Tonight Kathleen and Summer Love, on by the Valentines. But this one on George Gollner's Rama Records. The group included Raymond Briggs, tenor, Ronnie Bright, bass, Eddie Edgehill, who you just heard. Didn't we just hear Eddie Edgehill in one of the other groups? Yes. Baritone, and Mickey Francis, baritone, and lead singer Richard Barrett. Collectively, they were known as the Valentines. And this was recorded at the group's first session for Rama Records, where they did 6 songs that day. They did Lily Mae Bell, Falling for You, Why, and their first attempt, I think, at Nature's Creation. They kind of did that a few times. Kiss Me, and this tune on their first session with Jimmy Wright and his orchestra. They provided the backup, and this was their follow-up to wait a minute. This was their follow-up to Lily May Bell, yes, written by George Gollner, okay, and tenor Raymond Briggs and lead singer Richard Barrett, from November 55, going out to Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Valentines on Rama, and it's called I Love You, Darling. Here you go, Gary, for you. There you go. That is Richard Barrett and the Valentines there by request for Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room. That's their second release for George Gollner's Rama Records. I Love You, Darling is the name of the tune. That's a great record. My Aunt Mary loved that guitar. She liked saxophone and guitar. And that's why she likes, like, she would buy records like Larry Hall's Sandy, because she liked that guitar in that record, even though it was a big hit. It wasn't like a doo-wop record, but it was a great record that she liked. So I told you, I told somebody I did a tribute to my Aunt Mary in 2019. The video is up there. They were all her records that I played on that program. You can check it out. I forget. I sent it to a couple people. They were asking me about it. But anyway, there you go, Gary. Great request. Thanks. And the flip side is great, too, called Hand Me Down Love, a great ballad by the Valentines. Let us continue here now. We are in the 1955 block. Let's fill a request for listener Casey Hines. He heard me play a bonus track last week by this great group, okay? I think they're out of Evansville, Illinois, I think. Charlene doesn't have it here, but I think they are. But I featured Ray Bettis and the Gems last week. I played the side called Kitty from New York City on Les Caldwell and Paul King's Drexel Records out of Chicago. It was their second of 5 for Drexel. But Casey Hines in Paris asked me to flip the 45 over, so we're going to do that. And this is a special dedication for him. He wants to dedicate this song to Robert Stallworth, okay, and the other members of the Four Shades, as the Gems were Robert Stallworth's favorite group. And he also wrote the article together with Marv Goldberg on the website about the Gems, okay? And the Four Shades, okay, they included Joel Scherzer, okay, Gerald Grant, Casey Hines was a member, and they were out of Boulder, Colorado. And unfortunately, I don't have that record. I got to look for it. It's on the Race label, R-A-C-E, because they covered this tune. And that's why I guess Robert Stallworth wanted to do it. So they said I think Casey told me that they had a hard time practicing this song. I wish I had it to play back to back. Okay, I'll get that record, though. I will, Kate. I don't think you have a copy, Casey, either, you told me. We're going to have to do something about that. But anyway, let's go to January 1955. Ray Pettis and the Gems on the Drexel label, going out, special request for Casey Hines in Paris. It's called I Thought You'd Care. Here you go, Casey, for you.
I thought you'd care, but I guess I was wrong. I thought you'd care for me alone. Once you told me that you loved me and said you'd always be true. Now this broken heart needs mending, and it's all because of you. I thought you'd care if I loved someone new. My new affair made no difference to you. My broken dreams and teardrops and this heart that needs repair just wouldn't matter if I thought you'd care. I thought you'd care if I loved someone new. My new affair made no difference to you. My broken dreams and teardrops and this heart that needs repair just wouldn't matter if I thought you cared.
Okay, there you go. The sound of the Gems there. That's Ray Pettis on lead. That one there from January 1955. What's that? I said their second release for the Drexel record label. I Thought You Cared, as requested by Casey Hines in Paris, sending that one out to the other members of the group, the Four Shades. okay, or I should say the Four Shades, which were Robert Stallworth, Joel Scherzer, Gerald Grand, and Casey Hines, a member of that group. He said it was very difficult to record that song that they did, and I have to get a copy, is what I need to do. But there you go, the great sound of Ray Pettis. Let us continue here, and we are in the 1955 block. Let's fill a request for listener Dennis Fawcett in our YouTube chat room. So where'd you hear this tune, Dennis? Where did you first hear this record that you requested, this great group out of Harlem, New York? And this was their fifth release for Jerry Blaine's Josie record label, and this was the group's biggest hit, okay? And it was written by Esther Navarro. She was the group's manager. This charted number 17 on the Billboard chart, number 3 on the R&B chart, and Larry Neal. This was a number 1 record on KOCY in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. It was. I'm sure it did well in lots of areas around the United States. Of course, it features Earl Carroll on lead, and actually, this record resulted in Earl Carroll having a new middle name. After this release, they called him Earl Speedo Carroll after this release. But let's go to October of 1955 for the sound of the Cadillacs on the Josie label, with Earl Carroll on lead, going out to Dennis Fawcett in our YouTube chat room. And the song is called Speedo. Here you go, Dennis, for you.
Boom, boom, boom.
Now they often call me Speedo, but my real name is Mister. Now they often call me Speedo, but my real name is Mister. No, for meeting brand new fellas and taking other folks' girls. Well, now they often call me Speedo, 'cause I don't believe in wasting time. Well, now they often call me Speedo, 'cause I don't believe in wasting time. That caused them to change their mind. Well, now some may call me Joe, some may call me Mo. Yes, man, my Speedo, he don't never take it slow. Well, now they often call me Speedo, but my real name is Mister. Now they often call me Speedo, but my real name is Mister. Mo, some may call me Joe. Yes, man, my Speedo, he don't never take it slow. Well, now they often call me Speedo, but my real name is Mister. Well, now they often call me Speedo, but my real name is Mister. And now they gonna call me Speedo till they call off making pretty girls.
Darn, I should have. You know what I did? I adjusted my sound here, and that caused a disconnect there, and it kind of dropped the sound a little bit because I lost my stream to Oldies and More Radio, and that means my tape is not going to be together. That's not good for Johnny G, and that's not good for KKSM, because I send them the audio for that, for the MP3 for that, so I got to splice it now. A pain in the butt to do that. But anyway, there you go. That one there, the great sound of the Cadillacs. I'm sure you heard that. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they Do they still play this on? I know they do, Donald McGee, where in Philadelphia they probably still do play it on the radio there, but not here on the New York airwaves. You got to hear it on the internet or hear it on Sirius XM. But there you go, going out to Dennis Fawcett in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of the Cadillacs. Earl Speedo Carroll, he would be called after this release from October 55. What did I say? That was their fifth release? Yeah, their fifth release for Jerry Blaine's Josie label. As we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Okay, Geronimo. Okay, Geronimo requested a collector corner record. This would qualify as a collector corner record because this is a very rare 45 to 5. I think the 78 is hard too. Tony Barcia, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, but this group out of Brooklyn, New York, it's their debut single. Okay, their debut single on the Do Re Mi label. I featured their other tunes, or I play them here on the program. Of course, they're Tin Pan Alley releases. Okay, and they also, what we're going to actually do is we're going to play right after this. I'm going to play them back to back, the re-recorded version that they did on the Rego label. But this is the original version. This is on Morty Kraft's Do Re Mi label. Okay, it features Arnold Johnny Malone on lead, and the high falsetto is Vernon Staley. He does the high falsetto on this, okay? And these are the mellow harps from September 55 on Do Re Mi. The song is called Love is a Vow. What they did is, okay, in 1956, okay, they re-recorded this song, okay, in 56 for Rego Records. And for this release, they changed their name to the Teen Tones, okay? And it features, again, Arnold Malone on lead and Vernon Staley, kind of the same song, but it's different, okay? So Geronimo, up first, the original, and it was Greg Greg calls me up out of the blue a while, well, when he was alive, of course, and he says, do you need a copy of the mellow harps on Do Re Mi? So I said, well, I don't have that record. Who has that record? He says, well, I got a decent copy if you want it. Okay, for you, a special deal for you. I know I can get a lot more money for this record, and he was kind of changed a little bit when Greg got into that car accident where he realized that he almost died, got hit from behind, and had to win a legal case against the guy that blamed him. Of course, he had records in the back, and they all got smashed, and he was in a daze. He told me picking up the he was picking up the records in the middle of the highway. He was like, he said, and it kind of changed him a little bit. He was like a changed man at that point. So he says to me, he says, well, look, you're working in Newark. I'll come in and meet you in Newark, and you can give me the cash for the record. So, and at that time, he knew what my limit was to pay for 45s, and that's what he charged me for this. So it was a great deal that I got from Greg. After all the years, he used to really sometimes charge me a lot for certain things, but I'm thankful for that because he gave me a lot of records from my collection. You hear them here on the program. Okay, so anyway, we're going to play them back to back. So Geronimo, this is up first, the mellow harps from September 55 on Do Re Mi. It's called Love is a Vow. Here you go, Geronimo, for you.
Ooh.
I love you so, and I'll never, never let you go. Deep in your soul that I love you so. We took a chance in not knowing that our romance was still growing within our heart, even though we're apart. We're apart. You know I love you so, and I'll never, never let you go. Deep in your soul that I love you so. Love is alive, but what good is it if we let it down by always fooling around? Love is alive. Our love is alive. What good is it if we let it down? Why always fooling around? Our love is alive. Love is alive. We took a chance in not knowing that our romance was still growing within our hearts, even though we're apart. You know I love you so, and never, never let you go. You know deep in your soul that I love you so. We took a chance in not knowing that our romance was still growing within our hearts. Within my heart, even though we're apart. We walk
Okay, there you go. You had a little bit of a comparison there. You know, I could have played one other version too. What were they known as? The Levy Songsters, I think, on that Karen label. I think they were. You can get like a third, and I think it's a little different than that one, but I think it's that song, the Rego release, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because the other record that came out on that label was the girl group thing there. Oh, the Dungaree Dolls. Okay, they also came out on that. on that Karen label also. But anyway, there you go. That is a comparison. Yes, Tony Barcia, usually when they find this 45 when you find it anywhere, it's kind of trashed. And I was, like I told you, I was kind of shocked when Greg said, he goes, well, the copy's like mine. I said, like yours. So, and Greg always upgraded his records. I said, you're upgrading the Do Re Mi record? So I went, okay. I said that it plays better than that one. It was supposedly is easier to find, but it's not that. They're not. You're not going to find it like every day. Geronimo, you might as well get the bootleg on the. I'll sell you my bootleg. I have the bootleg of that record. I never thought I would get an original, but anyway. So that one that we just played, the same group, of course, the Teen Tones. They probably wanted to differentiate themselves from the record they recorded a year earlier. Okay, this one's September 1956 on Rego Records. Love is a Vow, but the same two singers there that you hear, Arnold Malone and, of course, Vernon Staley. And that's Love is a Vow. And prior to that, you heard the original version of the song, okay, that they did in September of 55 on Do Re Mi. But the Mellow Harps, a great group. They are. Let us continue here. Let's speed it up a little bit with a bonus track, okay, because I love this group. I do. As we go to Brooklyn now, we are in the 1956 block, and I'm sorry, take it back. We're still in 1955. I just played that 56, but I still got two more in the night because I got a tribute to the late Bobby Adams. But this group is out of the Bronx, New York. Okay, their debut single came out on Jerry Blaine's Josie label, a song called My Plea for Love, and Music Maestro Please, a great two-sided 45. We know that Frank Gingaro knows about that record. That's one of his favorite tunes, I think, or one of the, that's on your request list, Frank. Okay, but they would sign with Sidney Siegel's Dawn label, and they had two releases on the label. This was their first, okay, co-written by the lead singer, okay, Bill Lindsay, I guess that's how you say it. And this one from February of 1955, here are the Starlings. The Starlings on the Dawn record label. It's called Hokey Smokey Mama, a bonus track here by the Starlings.
Ooh, hokey smoky mama, get away. Hokey smoky mama, get away. I don't want you to come here to stay. So hokey smoky mama, get away. You're always in my way each night and every day. So hokey smoky mama, get away. Why you always do me the way you do? Treat me mean and dirty and hurt me too. When I call and ask you to come home, you call me dirty names and you went along. I tried to do my best, now I'm tired of your mess. So hokey smoky mama, get away. I wanna thank the man that took you off my hands. So get back, get back. Hokey smoky mama, better change your ways. Yes, you better heed my warning. I'm gonna end your day. Hear me talking now. Have I ever tried to do you wrong? Treat you like a queen sitting on the throne. Yes, you took my love and you went away. Now I got somebody else and you can stay. You know just how I feel. I never will forgive. So hokey smoky mama, get away. I know you can't survive without my line of jive. So get back, get back. Hokey smoky mama, you know I used to care, but I found out in my troubles your loving ain't nowhere. Hokey smoky mama, get away. Hokey smoky mama, get away. I don't want you to come here to stay. So hokey smoky mama, get away. You're always in my
my way each night and every day. So hokey smoky mama, get away, get away, get away, get away, woo, get away, get away, woo, get away, get away, woo, get away.
Okay, bonus tracks here on the Vinyltreasure Show. There you go, the sound of the Starlings. Okay, they're a great group, the Starlings, from February 1955. That one there on Sidney Siegel's Dawn record label. Hokey Smoky Mama is the name of the tune, and they also would record two for the MGM record label as the Twilighters. Another two great records. Half Angel, I think was their set. Little Did I Dream and Half Angel, two great records that they do, and the flips are great too on those 45. So you should collect that group, the Starlings, or if they're on CD or whatever, you should get it. But anyway, let us continue here. Now, the other day, I was, because I get up in the morning or whatever at nighttime before I go to bed, it's late. So I'm rolling into bed at 4 o'clock, and I'm thumbing through my Facebook pages, and I see this post by Braden McCallow that Bobby Adams, of the Calvains and other groups, passed away, and Braden did an interview and met him, and from what I hear, I also, Karen Efron and Elaine Wade went to visit him. They're good friends with him, and Bill Old was telling me about him, how much of a nice guy he was, and he just passed away, and such a terrible thing. June 13th, I think, possibly it was. I think Herman Pruitt told whoever, of course, he was the lead singer of this group that we're going to, and I went, it's not that, and I don't know, he did lead, and I'm going to feature him tomorrow on the Deck label, he does lead, I think, on the side called Horror Movies, and I think I'm going to pull out his, the other one. He was a member of the Hitmakers, I think, was the group on Art LeBeau's original sound label. But so I'll have more to feature tomorrow. And I think he was a member of was it also the Nuggets, I think he sang with? Was that the group, I think? I think so. But I said I had to play something for him now and pay tribute to him. The late Lorenzo Bobby Adams, as he was a member of this group from Los Angeles, California, recorded for Dootsy Williams' Dutone record label. Geronimo, you requested a song, Don't Take Your Love From Me, which is on here. I was contemplating to play it again, but I think I'm going to let the first two songs play on this, and I don't have an original on this EP. Dootsy Williams would put out an EP on many of his groups, and always make one record, one song not out on a 45. So you had to buy the EP to listen to them, with the Penguins, with the Medallions, and with this group, the Calvains, and they had two releases. Let me see here. I got the group included Joe Hampton, Lorenzo Robert Adams, Stuart Crunk, Jack Harris, and Herman Pruitt, who was the lead singer of the group. They had two releases, 45s on the Dutone record label and the EP, and it was called Voices of Love. And it was funny, when Spence brought this up to me, he says, Johnny, I'm looking for the original record, but I can't. I think he got it from Kenny Fuchs, if I'm not mistaken. And he told me that, he said, Johnny, I got you an original cover. I showed you the cover here. This is the original cover of the EP. But he says, I can't find the this is like the third press, because I think it's originally on maroon, and then it's on yellow, and then it's on this multicolor. But they sound great on the multicolor. I think they sound great even on the regular EP. But anyway, this one, we got the date here, October 1955, again. But it's Herman Pruitt is on lead, but in the background is the late Bobby Adams singing here as we pay tribute to that great man that passed away, unfortunately. So here are the Calvains on Dutone from October 55, and a song not on 45, only on this EP. It's called They Call Me Fool is the name of the tune. Here you go.
They call me fool.
I can't forget you, no matter how I try. Oh, to forget you, I'd rather die. I tried escaping your tender charms, but every time I tried to escape, I'd wind up in your arms. They call me ooh, because I fell for you. They call me fool because you broke my heart in two. Oh, I tried to escape your tender charm, but every time I try, I'd wind up in your arms. They call me ooh, because I fell for you. They call me fool because you broke my heart in two. They call me fool. One more kiss, one more sigh. Hold me, baby, before I cry. Tell me, darling, you'll be mine. You'll be mine. One more kiss, one more sigh. Hold me, baby, come right here. Tell me, darling, you'll be mine. No, it can't be true. You're leaving my heart. What, oh, what shall I do? Tell me, darling, so we can't drift apart. One more kiss, one more sigh. Hold me, baby, come right here. Tell me, darling, you'll be mine.
One more kiss.
One more
Yes,
kiss.
baby, one more sigh.
One more sigh.
On a night like this.
On a night like this.
Before I die.
Before I cry. One more kiss, one more sigh. Hold me, baby, before I cry. Tell me, darling, one more kiss.
Oh, sounds of California here on the Vinyltreasure Show. What a great group they are. Those are the Calvains, as we pay tribute to the late Bobby Adams, a member of that group. Okay, I said I want to leave it on. I want to hear the other record, but that was One More Kiss. That was their second release on the Dootsy Williams Dutone record label. Prior to that, we heard They Call Me Fool, which never came out on a 45. You can only get it on that EP, October 1955. Herman Pruitt lead on both sides of that on both those tunes. Okay, and we dedicate that to the late Bobby Adams, who passed away, I think, June 13th of 2026. We'll never forget. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show for a Saturday, if you're digging on the tunes here, please consider to subscribe to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show as we keep this music alive here on a Saturday and a Sunday evening. So tune in tomorrow for more of the Vinyl Treasure Show as we pick up 1958. And if you have any requests on a future show, it's best to email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com, as many of you have. Now, some people have to understand on the Wednesday show, if you did not hear your song, listen, I can't play 70 records on the show. I have to go to sleep. And I don't want do you want Johnny G's ankles to swell up with water so I die of a stroke or a heart attack? It's not good. I'm supposed to move around. I'm supposed to keep my feet moving. So I can't stay on all night. Some people just don't understand. I don't intentionally do it. Just think about it, okay? It's common sense. I can't play I'll play it for you on the next show, okay? But listen, I can only play what I can here on the program. That's why I split this up in two shows. So you get to hear, so I told you, Johnny, you didn't play my record. What did I do wrong? I said, you didn't do nothing wrong. I couldn't play it. Anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request now for Tommy Albergo. Okay, I only know of 2 releases for this group. Okay, I think this was their debut single, okay, on... came out on a Jack and Bill Angels Neil label. This is the same label that the Monarchs had Pretty Little Girl. Not a lot of releases on the label. I don't know why. Maybe these guys would start up something and then move on to the next thing. But they also recorded for the All-Star label in 1957. But this is their first release. Came out in October of 1956. They're called The Kingsmen. Okay, and this is on Neil Records, and the song is called One Foolish Mistake, and this is going out to listener Tommy Albergo. Here you go, Tommy, for you, The Kingsmen.
One foolish mistake is breaking my heart. One little word caused all this to start. One foolish mistake. Darling, can you forgive? Or will I regret this mistake? One foolish mistake. I made it, I know. That foolish mistake, my dear, was when I let you go.
let you go.
Cool tunes here for a Saturday evening. That one there going out to listener Tommy Albergo, The Sound of the Kingsmen. That's their debut single, came out on Neil Records, October 56. One Foolish Mistake is the name of the tune. I make one mistake not playing a request, and somebody says that I dissed them. Anyway, let us continue here for a Saturday evening, and we are in the 1956 block. Let's do a flip side request for listener Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. Last week, Bill requested this group from Roselle, New Jersey, on Joe Leibowitz's Premium Records label, Premium Records out of Linden, New Jersey. The group was known as the Escorts. Female lead singer, her name was Marion Saunders. Okay, and the side was called Sorry. We played that last week, and that's a board game that, did you ever play that game, Sorry? The board game, Sorry? I tell you, my siblings always tried to beat me. But Bill also requested the flip side. It's a great, in my opinion, a great two-sided 45 from August 56, going out to Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Escorts on Premium. It's called It's Love to Me, and this is with Marion Saunders on lead. Here you go, Bill, for you, the Escorts.
Am I in love, or am I dreaming? You say those things to me that have no meaning. All my days of constant scheming, I knew all the time they had no meaning. Oh, darling, it's plain to see. Oh, darling, it's love to me. The touch of your hand, the thrill of your lips, you held me so tightly, and now I understand. Oh, darling, it's love to me.
Okay, that one there going out to Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Escorts. Female lead there, Marion Saunders. August 56 release on Premium Records. It's Love to Me. Last week we played Sorry for Bill also. Great two-sided 45. Happy to have that record. Let us continue now in 1956. We go to Brooklyn, New York. This time fill a request for Davy Hecht in Vermont. Did anybody ever see the movie Mean Streets? Do you ever see that movie? Is it a Scorsese flick, I think? Well, in that movie, he plays some cool 1950s vocal groups, late 50s. Well, we're in 56, right? So this must be his, time period, okay, that director. And who was in that? Cartel. Was that the main guy? And was De Niro in that thing too, I think, possibly? Whatever, with this kind of like dealing with organized crime and all that, with gambling and all that kind of stuff. Well, it kind of goes with this music from the 1950s too. But anyway, it was pretty cool to hear those records in the movie. I remember when that movie came out, I forget what year that was, but I was collecting records at the time, and I said, oh, they're playing the Paragons in there. And they played this record too, and it's a request for listener Davey Hecht. But of course, the group only had one release. Okay, don't ask me why. I mean, I like the ballad side of this record more than the up-tempo side, but it's on Jerry Blaine's Josie label, and it's sort of a novelty tune. When I think of this, though, I had two German shepherds. They lived, well, one only lived 8 years. That was Cindy 1, and then I had another shepherd. Her name was Cindy 2. But I never gave her a rubber biscuit. Now, she would like those big rawhide bones that she would chew. But anyway, as it goes with this tune, because the song is called Rubber Biscuit, and I mentioned, the 73 Scorsese film, I have it here, Mean Streets, with Harvey Keitel. I said cartel, it's Keitel. Okay, it's written by the lead singer. His name is Charles Kinrod Johnson. That's the lead singer on this from September 1956. Here are the Chips. The Chips on Josie for Davey Hecht in Vermont. And the song is called Rubber Biscuit. Here you go, Davey, for you.
Cow, I wanna do chicken, horn, chicken, the whole hubble. Love, ride, a truck, like I wanna double. I love the air, wanna double hubble. Laying down on something that a jiggle want. Love, ride, the air, wanna love a hubble. Love, the mouth, chicken, love a hubble. Bend down, I wanna double.
Do that again. Do, bone.
Cow, loving in the love. Love, ride, a heaven in the heaven. I love loving in the love. Love, ride, a rigging, jiggy, hubble. Love, the mouth, chicken, love a hubble. Bend down, a truck, like I wanna double. I love the zipping in the hubble. Love, ride, a rigging, jiggy, blubber. I love the woody, back.
Did you ever hear of a wish sandwich? Well, it's the kind of a sandwich that you're supposed to take 2 pieces of bread and wish you had some meat.
Cow, loving in the blubber. Love, ride, a heaven in the zipper. Love, the mouth, chicken, love a hubble. He ride, a one and double record. Love, the mouth, chicken, love a hubble. He ride, a woody, slubber. Love, the mouth, chicken, love a hubble. He ride, a heaven in the hubble. I love something that a jigger want.
The other day, I ate a ricochet biscuit. Well, it's the kind of a biscuit that's supposed to bounce off the wall back in your mouth. If it don't bounce back, you go hungry.
Cow, loving in the blubber. I love something that I love do. He ride a truck like a love do. I love the thunder, zipper do. Oh, how the mouth, chicken, love a hubble. He ride a one and double love. Oh, how the mouth, chicken, love a hubble. Laying down and loving in the blubber do. He ride a slipper to hubble do.
The other day, I ate a cold water sandwich and a Sunday go to meeting bun.
Cow, loving in the blubber. I'll ride a rigging, jiggy, hubble. I love the one do, zipper do. He ride a living in the hubble. I'll ride a hubbing in the one double. He ride a one and double record. Oh, how the mouth, chicken, love a hubble. Bend down a one do, zipper do. He ride a hubbing in the gun double.
What you want for nothing? A rubber biscuit?
Cow.
Wow, the AI Police out on that record too, probably because it's like motion picture music, maybe, possibly, for that kind of thing. I was talking to somebody, they said, I think it was Frank, we were telling me that sometimes the records, advertising agencies purchase the rights to a lot of these songs to feature in commercials, so it may kind of red flag these tunes also, is how it is. But they normally let it go to the upload. They're just kind of letting me know. But anyway, there you go. That one there going out to a Davey Hecht in Vermont, September 56 release. Those are the Chips on the Josie label. Rubber Biscuit is the name of the tune. When Jill came up, my father needed tennis, because he walks with a walker, and you're not supposed to put pressure. You're supposed to stand up straight with the walker. He's bending down. I say, stand up straight and walk straight. That's supposed to help you so you don't fall. No, he presses down. So I buy these tennis balls, and I put them under the, on the bottom of the walker, so it doesn't, scratch the floor, the tile we have here. So he wears them out. So I guess I was checking out in ShopRite, and I saw these. I thought they were tennis balls. I didn't read them. So evidently they were squeaky tennis balls for dogs. They were solid all the way through. And I'm like, so my sister told me tonight, she says, Johnny, these aren't tennis balls. These are toys for dogs. So my brother, I said, gave them to Jill because he's got the dog there. I said, take it for your pointer. Okay, he's got a pointer. But anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in 56, and let's go to Harlem, New York now as we fill a request for Jack Saperstein. Jack, I hope this brings back memories for you because this isn't an easy record to find on George Goldner's G record label. The group is called the Valtones. Now, this is not the group from Baltimore, okay, that first recorded as the Valtones on Deluxe, and then, of course, they ended up on Teenage Records as Moments Like This, the Baltoneers, as I kind of had a senior moment there. But this group out of Harlem, New York. Now, the members, I should say, two members wrote this tune, Leonard Lawson and Jake Briggs. And it's another great two-sided 45. Let's go to January 56 and fill a request for Jack Saperstein in New Jersey. Here are the Valtones on G, and it's called Have You Ever Met an Angel? Tony Barcia wanted to listen to this. So Tony got to hear it on the archive. Here you go, the Valtones for Jack Saperstein.
Have you ever met an angel who could break your heart in two? Have you ever met an angel who could fall in love with you? Have you ever met an angel who could love, yes, love you too? Have you ever seen an angel with a sign of love for you?
Okay, Jack, that's for you. The Valtones there by request for Jack Saperstein in New Jersey. That one there from January 1956. The Valtones. Valtones on George Goldner's G label. Have You Ever Met an Angel is the name of the tune. What a great record that is. It is. And there you go for Jack Saperstein. Remember, before... I want to wish all the fathers out there a very happy Father's Day for tomorrow, those of you that are dads. Enjoy your day. It started here early when my brother came over with Jill and Mason. I don't know what time they left. Maybe they're still downstairs watching. I don't know, or on the way home. But anyway, so tomorrow's really Father's Day. And also tomorrow is, I think, the first day of summer, right? The 21st, I think it is. And we're going to close with a summertime song. But anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Here is that Do-Re-Mi record qualifies for the collector record of the night, but this can also be a collector record of the night. Probably the hardest record to get on Jerry Winston's old Onyx record label. Okay, this group, quintet out of Harlem, New York, which included someone... They don't know his last name, so when they interviewed the group, they said, we had this guy, Charlie. I can't remember his name. I says, okay. So it included Charlie. He was the first tenor. Lloyd Lomelino was the baritone. Ronnie Rocco Mack was second tenor. Robert Babe Stowers was the bass. And the lead singer, 14-year-old June Bateman. Female lead with male backing, and collectively they were known as the Marquis, Marquis, and this is our collector record of the week. Now, June Bateman was originally from Schulenburg. Did I say that right, Charlene? Schulenburg, Texas, but she would relocate to Harlem, New York at a young age, and this is with Sammy Young and Sammy Lowe and the orchestra. I always, when I see that on the label, I buy the 45. But our collector record of the night that I had to pick, okay, is from November 56. The Marquis on Onyx. It's called Bohemian Daddy. Here you go. The Johnny G will call it a bonus collector pick. Here we go. Okay, there you go. That's Johnny G's collector record of the night. think I got one for tomorrow. I think I do. I'm not that sure. But there you go. Those are the marquees. 14-year-old June Bateman on lead there. November 1956 on Jerry Winston's Onyx Records. Bohemian Daddy is the name of the tune. And that was, at one time, that was my most desired record to find. And it was Spence Wooten that got me. He got me another copy. I said, I can't buy this record. It doesn't play well. This is just a VG copy. I mean, and it was interesting because when I was talking to the late George Doowop Tompkins, he said he spoke to Bill Shabilsky, and this was just before that Bill passed away suddenly. So he says he wants you to call him, Johnny. Here's the phone number. He said it's okay for you to call him. So I called him. And I said, Bill, I used to listen to you right after you would come on right after the R&B review, okay, and used to fill in, okay, and I thought you had great records. You would play. Do you still have your copy of Bohemian Daddy by the Marquis? And I already had this copy. So he said to me, yes, Johnny, I do. I said, well, is it clean? How is it? He goes, oh, it's stone mint. I bought it new. Of course, George was telling me, oh, Johnny, he gouged his records out when he played them. So I said to him on the phone, I said at the time, I think he was in Chicago or somewhere upstate U.S., and he was coming down to see his daughter, and he said that we would get together. So I told him, I said, I'll give you $3,000 for the record. Would you be willing to sell it to me for $3,000? So he said to me, yes, I will. I'll put your name on it. But then all of a sudden, George calls me that he passed away, and it was like shocking. I said, I just spoke to him like 2 weeks ago, and it was just a sudden thing. So I don't know what happened to his records, because unless his daughter kept them or whatever. I don't know. Sometimes some of the people that have contacted me, of people that have been listeners to my show, I lost so many listeners since 2005. That they said, my father wants you to have his records. And I says, no. I says, look, I don't want your father's records. If you want to keep it as a keepsake for your father, that's fine. I don't know, if he's got 10,000 and you can't deal with it, then we can talk about it. But I don't want you to do that. So for a couple of people, they said, no, they would rather keep them. I said, okay, that's fine. But anyway, as I digress, let us continue here. Well, we heard June Bateman, okay, was the lead singer on that. A year later, well, actually less than a year later, she would record for Danny Robinson's Holiday record label. And this became her first solo record, okay? And there's a group that comes in. To me, it sounds like the Love Notes are backing her up on this. But you can be, the Love Notes that had United and If I Could Make You Mine on the Holiday label. I think they come in on this, if I'm not mistaken. And because the Matrix, I should say the record that was recorded just before this was United, okay? But anyway, that might not be the case either way. But let's go to May of 1957, kind of a twin spin here with the lead singer, June Bateman, on Holiday Records. It's called Yes, I Will, a bonus track. Here you go.
Yes, I will. Love you all the time. Yes, I will. Make our love sublime. I'll do the things you want me to. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for you. Each wish I'll fulfill. Love you still. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
might have to take the toothbrush to that record again. Kind of a grainy. Well, I don't know. It's got something in there. I got to use the tooth. You know, you can use mild dishwashing soap with a. I use a medium toothbrush. When the record is like that, you might be able to get it out of there, possibly. And then I use the spin clean to clean the 45s. But there you go. That's June Bateman there from May of 1957 on Danny Robinson's holiday label. Yes, I Will is the name of the tune. I wonder if she wrote this record. Did she do this? I'm just curious. No, she did not. And chorus, it says. Okay. There you go. It's kind of, Greg sold me this. Can't do nothing about it now. Anyway, let us continue here. And that's got to be a typo there, sure. It's not December 9th. I think is that December 57, Charlene, I guess? These are out of sequence here. Something's wrong with this. I don't know here. I messed something up here. This is okay. This is a request for James Pomerico. Now, last week, hold on a second. Charlene, what's the right date on this? December 56, I think. Okay. I don't know. It's got 60. But anyway, last week I made a mistake when I featured this group out of Detroit. I put the wrong side in when I copied it in on the because what I do is when I get your requests or I pick your requests out, I have a slot for all your names. Okay, it takes me a while, so I'll have 76 lines, and whatever your request is, I slot it in. Okay, with your name, and then I sort them. Okay, I sort them by date. And that's how I come up with the records for part 1 and then part 2. And then I may add a couple of bonus tracks or comparisons. That's how I program for the show. Takes a lot of time to do it. I bet you nobody else does it like that. No one does what I do. But anyway, I messed up when I copied in the side for James Pomerico. I played the wrong side. I played Oh My. Okay, but I like this side better, James, so I'm going to play it for you tonight, okay? And this is this group out of Detroit, Michigan. This was their second of 5 on Jerry Winston's Onyx record label. And this is actually a cover song. This song was done back in 1948 by Sam Brown with Bert Thompson on Decca Records, okay? But this features this group called the Pearls, features Howard Guyton on lead, unmistakable voice for Howard Guyton. Again, with Sammy Lowe in the orchestra, because he was really the band for Winston's Onyx label from December. I think it's December 56, Charlene, if I'm not mistaken. These are the Pearls with Tree in the Meadow. Here you go, James, for you. The Pearls.
There's a tree in the meadow with a stream drifting by, and I carved upon that tree I see, I love you till I die. I will always remember the love in your eyes, and the day you carved a wonder tree. I love you till I die.
But further on down Lover's Lane, a silhouette I see.
I know you're kissing someone else. I wish that it were me. till I die.
Love you till I die.
Okay, there you go. That one there by request for James Palmerico. We'll send it out to James and his wife. Tuned into the program tonight. I had to play that record, James, because it's such a great tune by the Pearls there. Howard Guyton on lead. December 1956 release on Jerry Winston's Onyx Records. Tree in the Meadow. They do a great job on that tune there. Johnny G is your Saturday night disc jockey. Again, I'm here. If you got to leave a little bit, I was late for a half hour. So that was not good. But tomorrow I won't be late. But tonight I was late. And I apologize for that. That happens sometimes. And there may be more times than often. I never was able to get anything. I was never punctual. Okay, which was some people, you're not supposed to be. They want you to be punctual. Okay, but I can't. I'm juggling too many things at the same time, so it becomes difficult. Also, I want to remind you again that Bill Old will be my in-studio guest this coming Thursday on the 25th, right? I said that right. The 25th. Let me make sure I get that right, Johnny. I don't want to mess that up. Today is the 25th. 25th, 26th. Yes, because the 28th, Karen will be on the R&B Serenade. The 25th, that's a 1 o'clock start, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 to 4. Bill Old will be here playing soul, group harmony, and girl group sounds here on the program from his collection. So you want to tune into that. It's up on my YouTube wall, so you should check that out. You can click that button to get notifications when he's on. It's a 1 o'clock start in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time out of New York. We broadcast. Let us continue here. We have one more in 1956, and I'm on the last, actually two more, then we're on the last page. But this was a request for UK listener Indrajit Advani. As you all know, this singer from Kenner, Louisiana, would later on be known as Mr. Personality. You know who that is. That's Mr. Lloyd Price, right? First started recording for Art Roop Specialty Records back in 1952. And anyway, this is his, let me see. This is his 11th release, okay, on the Specialty label. Came out in March of 1956. Now, is this Korean? Is anybody, I don't know how to say this. Yi Gomen A Sal. I don't know what that means. Well, evidently in parentheses it says I'm sorry, but what language is that? If anybody can tell me, please do in the chat room. Okay, what is this language? I'll show it to you again because I think he's not singing it. I don't know. You be the judge. But anyway, this is for UK listener Indrajit Advani, March 56, Lloyd Price and his band. Yes, and his band on Art Roop Specialty label. It's called I Yi Gomen Asal. It's Greek? I doubt it. Anyway, so here you go. For Indrajit, we'll just say in American, it's called I'm Sorry. Here you go, Lloyd Price.
Doko ikino, koko ilashe, Joe Sandozo, I love you so. Ay, 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 go man aside. 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 I love you. you speaker, a Toxin ding ding, Scotia shy, can't tell no lie. Ay, 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 go man aside. Ay, 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 go man aside. Ay, 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 go man aside. Ay, 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 go man aside.
Okay, I thought so, that it was either Japanese or it was an Asian type title there. Charlene, we should have checked that in Grok or something to check that. That would be an easy thing to check. But there you go, Lloyd Price from March 1956 on Art Roop Specialty Records out of Los Angeles, California. Ay Go Min Al Sal. I'm sorry. There you go, Indrajit, for you. As we continue here, it's the last page, folks. One more from 1956 as we go back to Brooklyn now and fill a request for G-Dog, well, for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. And this group signed with George Gollner's G record label, only had one release, okay? They were known as The Lanes, Lanes. The Lanes, a tune written by Joe Thomas. It features Pat Flugeri. He is the lead singer on this. And, of course, this group would evolve into the Dynamics that recorded on the Warner label. Okay, but first they were known as The Lanes. As we go to September of 56, this is for Graylin in our YouTube chat room. Here are The Lanes with You Alone on George Gollner's G label. Here you go, Graylin, for you.
You alone, sweetheart, I must confess. You alone can bring me happiness. You alone, you are my one desire, my one desire. You alone control my destiny. You alone bring out the best in me. You alone can set this heart in me afire. You are the morning sun, the evening star, the very breath of spring. You are the only one, wherever you are. You are my everything. You alone, the only one for me. You alone, forevermore to be. You alone, my angel from above. Say you'll be all my own, for it's you alone that I love. Say you'll be all my own, for it's you alone that I love.
All right, September 56 release there for The Lanes. The Lanes on George Gollner's G record label. That is Pat Flugeri. He's the lead singer on that. You Alone is the name of the tune. That is a West Coast Monarch press they play better. I don't like the looks of them, but they definitely play better. I played a number of West Coast copies tonight. That Rubber Biscuit that I played sounds so much cleaner on the West Coast press. This coming up is a West Coast press, as many of these VJs sound better out of the Monarch pressing plant. But this is a request for listener Daniel Kubacki, this great group originally from Harvey, Illinois, first recording as the El Rays, but then they would sign with Vivian Carter's VJ Records. Okay, and this was their 6th release on the label. This was their follow-up to Why Do You Have to Go? And this is with Al Smith and the orchestra. I think they're both singing together on this, Johnny Funches and Marvin Jr. from July 1957 for Daniel Kubacki, the great sound of the Dells on VJ Records. It's called A Distant Love for Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, Daniel, for you.
That we lived, I'll never forget. Our love was so true, I'm lost without you, so please come back to me. Return my love, return my love. My nights are lonely without your love. I love you so, I love you so.
That's a great sound there. We don't play that side often, okay, but request for listener Daniel Kubacki, the great sound of the Dells. You can hear the Dells on my Wednesday night show. If you like soul music from the 1960s and early 70s, tune into my Wednesday night show right here on YouTube, also live on oldiesandmore.com. But those are the Dells from July 57 on Vivian Carter's VJ Records. What a great tune, A Distant Love. Johnny G is to some your distant DJ. Watching me out of the privacy of your own home, hopefully. But anyway, let us continue here in 1957. Let's fill a request for listener Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. This group hails from Columbus, Ohio. Okay, and they recorded for, well, I guess this is their only release, came out on Port Records. Okay, Port Records was like, I think it was Jerry Blaine's son that kind of ran this. I'm sure his father backed the label. Okay, Port Records. A lot of reissues on the label, but really some original releases on the label too. Okay, but this one is by a group called The Five Dreamers. Okay, The Five Dreamers is from June of 57, and it's a nice ballad on Port Records for Gordy Freeman. The song is called You Don't Know. Here are the 5 Dreamers from June 57 for Gordy Freeman. Here you go, Gordy, for you.
You don't know just how I love you. You don't know how I care. 'Cause if you did, you wouldn't do the things you do. And I wouldn't be afraid of losing you. Shoo-wop, shoo-wop, shoo-wop. You don't know how much my heart can bear, and you don't even seem to care. But someday you will wake up and find out the score. Because I loved you, but you don't even know.
That's a great record there for Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. That is the sound of the 5 Dreamers. 5 Dreamers from June 57 on Port Records. You Don't Know is the name of the tune. Let me check something here. I want to see if this is, I want to see the publishing, if maybe they leased this from somebody. It is, yeah, you see. This, I wonder where this is from. Well, they were from Ohio, so this is Gale. So this is not the normal publisher here. It's usually like JG or something publishing. This is Gale and Gale's Inc. I have to check that. Interesting there. But there you go. I can't remember the last time I played that. It's been a while. But there you go for Gordy Freeman. Those are the 5 Dreams, June 57. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Carl Jones. Of course, this group is out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And Pittsburgh disc jockey J. Michael. He was a disc jockey at WCAE. He was a talent scout for record mogul George Goldner. And in return, Goldner set up a partnership in a label with him, and they called it Cindy Records, okay? It was named after J. Michael's daughter, and let me see. One of the groups that was signed to that label was this group called the Orlandos, okay? And let's see. This is this is like based off of a nursery rhyme. They don't even have a writer credit on this, okay? And when I wanted to talk about this record, though, I showed you the first press that I had, okay, which is really hard. And it was when I spoke to Greg about this record when we used to talk. We used to talk maybe just about every week. Now, this, okay, which is why I'm not playing this record, because it sounds really bad. It may look good, but it's a polished record. Okay, so what the polisher did, okay, is that he wore down the groove so much as you can like barely hear the record. Okay, so there's a number of ways that they can deceive you in polishing a record. So they took off all the superficial scratches on the label. So when they do that, the grooves are now, instead of being the normal height they're supposed to be for the, what are these, elliptical needles? I don't know, whatever you want to call it. fit into the groove so you can get this nice full sound. You don't get a full sound, okay? So it looks nice and clean, but you can see that there's wear on it, okay? There's wear on this label, and it doesn't really play well, but I did see Greg's copy in his collection, but it was like similar to mine. So he was like, Johnny, we can't find this record clean. Plus, it might have been grainy. But what happened was the record was reissued actually twice, okay? And the true first press, which is really hard, and I bet you if somebody lists this record, it's going to go for a lot, especially if there's a nice copy. I know I have to go for it. But then with the, I guess in the 1960s, in the early 1960s, Goldner would reissue this, or whoever was in charge of Cindy at the time would reissue it. So it came out like in the box there. And then there was another issue where the I and the D in Cindy are like red. That is like the third press. So this is a true second press that I'm featuring because it sounds better. But anyway, this is going out to a request for listener Carl Jones. This came out in September of 57. It features Ronnie Williams on lead. The other group members were Nate Thomas, he was tenor, Roger Randolph, tenor, William Berry, bass, and John Crowder, baritone. And this is like a nursery rhyme, I guess, from September 57 for Carl Jones, the Orlandos, with Old MacDonald. Here you go, Carl, for you.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Okay, there you go. Big Dave, you said that that is a takeoff of the Five Keys. Five Keys recorded, what, 1952, possibly, I think, on Aladdin, a song called Old MacDonald. So I guess that's a takeoff. but as done by the Orlandos. September 1957, that is Ronnie Williams on lead, the Orlandos on Cindy with Old MacDonald. We got 3 more 45s to go before we sign off here on the Vinyltreasure Show. One last bonus record as we head out to California. This group previously recorded as the Premiers on Johnny Otis's Dig record label. They would sign with Capitol Records for 3 releases. This was their first, okay, co-written by the lead singer. His name is Sammy Hagan. And this was a record that the late George Doowop Tompkins turned me on to. From August 1957 on the Capitol label, let's give a listen to Sammy Hagan and the Viscounts. And the song is called Out of Your Heart, a bonus track by Sammy Hagan and the Viscounts. Here you go, folks.
Out of your heart, you gave me your love, like the stars shine from above. My
Okay, there you go. A bonus track, Sounds of California, here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That is his first of 3 for Sammy Hagan and the Viscounts. August 1957. That's on Capitol Records. A nice plain copy on that yellow audition copy. Out of Your Heart is the name of the tune. Of course, he would also record his Little Sammy on the Shade label, and also Count Yates on Regis Records. 2 more 45s to go before we sign off here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Let's fill a request now for listener Timothy as we go out to Indianapolis, Indiana for this next group. They first recorded for Deb Records, D-E-B Records, back in 1954 as the 5 Turbans, but then in 1957 they would change their name to the Monograms, and this one is actually a cover tune. This song was first done by Otis Williams and the Charms, recorded it back in 1954 for Deluxe Records. And this group is called the Monograms, and it features Clarence Dorsey on lead. Now, the other members were Bobby Bernard, Tony Goodrich, Hilton Hudson, Herman Lewis, and it's along with the Count Fisher Trio. For Timothy from November 1957, here are the Monograms on Saga Records. It's called, well, their rendition of the tune, My Baby, Dearest Darling. Here you go, Timothy, for you.
you, baby, baby, night and day. When I wake and find it so true, there is no other one but you, my baby, dearest Johnny. Just you and I, my baby, dearest Johnny. As years go by, oh my love so true, my love, my dear, we'll always belong to you. All my dreams of you seem to say you love you, baby, baby, night and day. When I awake and find it's true, there is no other one but you, my baby, dearest Johnny. Just you and I, my baby, dearest Johnny. As years go by, all my love so true, will always belong to
Okay, there you go. That is actually a nice cover of that tune there, as requested by Timothy in our YouTube chat room. Those are the sound of the Monograms. Monograms there on Saga Records. That's Clarence Dorsey on lead. They're out of Indianapolis, Indiana. November 57 release, My Baby, Dearest Darling. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show, folks. I'm sorry that I was a half hour later. We would have been done a half hour earlier. And, I don't want to go past 3.5 hours here on the program. 3 hours and 24 minutes it is that we've been doing this show here. But I want to thank everybody for waiting for me. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's show. I enjoy bringing it to you each and every week. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll pick it up with, actually, I got a couple from 1957 that we're going to open up with, and then we got 58, 59. I have one record in 66, but it's kind of an old sound. So that's what we're going to close with tomorrow. But I want to thank everybody for tuning into the program. I want to wish all the fathers out there have a wonderful time with your family or with your children tomorrow. Okay, those of you that are dads. And I just hope you have a great day. They'll be back here. I'll have more siblings here tomorrow, again, for round 2. But we'll see. I should not be late. I'm going to do some rewrites on some of the write-ups here, some of the old write-ups I have. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Again, if you are new to the program, I hope you would consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show as the show continues to grow. And I continue to get great people that tune into this music, as we have to keep this form of music alive. They don't make records like this anymore, and it's getting harder and harder to find all these original copies that I try to feature here on the program here. I'm still looking for records. Okay, believe me, I still have high hopes to buy some more 45s. I've been saving up some money. I have been. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for that. Thank you, Charlene, again, for all your help. And again, tomorrow we will continue with the program. But we're going to close the show tonight with a request, a suggestion from Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat room. So Edmund wanted me to play, well, I guess since it's summertime now, this would be an appropriate song to play. And I was a little bit concerned because, with the Gershwin songs on YouTube, they can be touchy here. But I think I'm okay, because I think I played a 78 of this. Okay, I checked it, and I checked somebody that posted this, and it played. So I'm going to say that it's okay. But anyway, this is a request for Edmund Williams. This is actually the B-side of a #1 song for this gentleman. Okay, you may know the song. It's called You Send Me. That was done by the great Sam Cooke. Okay, but on the B side of the 45, okay, is this 1935 tune written by George Gershwin, who I think, yeah, George Gershwin. Okay, and the song is called Summertime, but I'm going to play two versions of it. So the first version is the original flip side of You Send Me, and it's kind of a more upbeat song that he did, because he was, he just went from gospel, to secular music. So he kind of changed his style. And and then we're going to follow it up. And that came out in September of 57 originally. Then we're going to follow it up with a tune that Bob Keane put out, or came out on Keane Records, although I think Bob Keane was one of the original members of the partnership for this label. August 59, Keane Records put out another version of it, totally different arrangement and a much slower pace, and then put this one on the flip side, but it had better acoustics to it. If you listen to this version that I'm playing on here versus the one on the flip, which I'm not going to play. But this one's not in the greatest shape, but it plays okay. You'll get the gist of it. So our closer tonight, is for Edmund Williams. It's the great Sam Cooke on Keane Records. You're going to hear two versions of Summertime, one from September 57, the other from August 59. Okay, folks, that's going to do it. I will see you tomorrow evening beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. right here on YouTube only. Just want to say, everybody, till tomorrow, so long. Here you go, Edmund, for you, the great Sam Cooke.
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, no, 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 don't cry, no, little darling, don't cry, it's summertime, and the living is easy, fish are jumping, and cotton is high. Your dad is rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Don't cry, don't cry. No, 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 don't cry. Don't cry. No, 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 don't cry. Don't cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing, then you'll spread your wings and take to the woo sky. But until that morning, there is nothing nothing can harm you with your daddy and mommy standing by. They're standing by. I know they're standing by. So don't cry. They're standing by. Don't cry. Summertime. The living is easy. Fish are, I know they are jumping, and cotton is so high. Your dad is so rich, and your mama's good. She had to be good looking, so hush, little baby, don't you cry, don't you cry. No, 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 don't cry. No need to cry, don't cry. No, 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 don't cry. Summertime. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and cotton is high. Your dad is rich, and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby,
One of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings and take to the sky. But until that morning, there is nothing can harm you. No, 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 no. With Daddy and Mommy standing by.